Hello my friends, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be going over another chrome, my favorite, chrome paint. It seems to be the foundation of this channel, but anyway, when I see a new chrome, I grab it. I also have another brand coming in. I'll tell you about that in a second. This is Dspiae. This is their chrome silver marker. Liquid for plastic models. Thick, it comes in 3 sizes, the tip. And there's your standard instructions, you know, push in the tip, shake it up. But also, they have this refill, which is great. Like Molotov markers, you can unscrew it and fill it up. So I grabbed this just for the hell of it, but I really wanted to order just this. I went to order this and ordered both to see how the chrome pen performed anyway. But I really just wanted to take this and pour it in the airbrush and paint it onto a spoon, a black spoon, and then we're going to try it over anything besides black too. But thoroughly impressed if you guys saw my community picture, and we're going to go over it now. Now, it's only 10 milliliters. Look at how small. However, this is also 10 mil, and this is also 10 mil. The Tamiya lacquers, the Tamiya, their other paints, Mr. Color, the Aqueous. So I don't know, I guess by the shape it goes taller, but it ends up being the same amount of milliliters or ounces, however you measure your fluids where you're from. And there it is, chrome, silver, refill for our markers. You should just put that up and down there in Dspiae. But I'm impressed, and it says that it is waterproof once it dries. Here we go. Permanent, waterproof, highly opaque, works on most surfaces. Research from their site tells me if you're going to put a clear coat over it, it's got to be an acrylic. I was going to put 2K over it, and maybe I'll do that in a future video. But for this video, I'm going to pick one of my acrylic glosses, and we'll put that over one of them here, and we'll see what if it loses its shine. I like it. You're going to see in a minute without anything. If you're going to do a kit and you're not going to pose it a lot, I wouldn't touch it because it really does look like it's true chrome. I mean, you'll see in a minute how amazing this is. We're going to spray this using my Evolution Harder & Steinbeck. This is a 0.2 millimeter needle. You can see the 2 dashes right there on the needle. That tells us it's a 2. This is a dual airbrush. It came with a 2 and it came with a 4. I like to go pretty fine. This is not to be thinned. You can see it's got that super thin consistency like all clad and most of the chrome paints. Yeah, we'll see how the marker looks too, but for this test mainly we're going to be looking at this. All right, we're going to paint it over a black spoon, and then what I'm going to try is I'm going to paint it over this blue Gunpla piece, straight off the runner onto a clip, and we're going to see how it goes over that. Maybe it performs like the AK Super Chrome, and we'll try it over this too. No black background or base. We're just going to try that. Let me show you what I think this compares to. Hold on one second, guys. I am back. I think it might compare to this. This goes over anything. This isn't cheap. This is in the mid to high 20s, but you do get quite a bit compared to this. But if this goes over, like I think it might, over anything, because it is a marker ink. It's not really a paint like an all-clad. So maybe it's going to work on the same principle as the AK Super Chrome, which, so you guys out there, this is starting to show up in the stores again. And it sold out quick when I reviewed it, and it took a while to come back, but it looks like it's coming back. AK has a new lineup of paints out too for Mecha models. I'll be looking into that too. Well, let's get this out of the way. And yeah, I think it's going to compare to that. But hey, let's give it a shot. It comes with a bearing in there to shake it up good. We're going to pour it straight into this cup. We're going to head over to the paste spray booth. We're going to spray it at 15 psi. I like to spray my chrome at a low psi, but you're going to see in a minute that putting it on lightly didn't work for me. it's a heavy coat that does the job. And you'll see that in a second. I got these. I got this one at USA Gundam store, but I've seen it at a few places, including Mecha Warehouse, who also has them in stock, including all the markers and the refill. The refill is $8.99, I think, or $8, and these markers are like $5. So I guess with the two of these together, I don't know how much is in here. Does it say? I don't know how much is in this. So I don't know if it's a better value than this, but it is $5, I think, for the markers. Anyway, guys, let's head over to the booth. We'll take my Harder and Steinbeck Evolution and wait till you see this chrome. All right, guys, here we are at the booth. Opening it up, I just shook it again. Nice pointy tip for it to get it into the marker without making a mess, which I do like that quite a bit. Let's go ahead and if we can get this to focus in for you. There you go. There you go. Let's pour a bunch in there. All right, let me put a cap on this. Let's get it out of the way. Start with the traditional black spoon. I do this so often that I keep a batch of black spoons always on the ready to go. This is Tamiya TS14 black in the spray can. Now, when I first started, I said, oh man, it looks like just flat aluminum or something. But then I realized, playing around, it's the heavier coat that does it. Check this out. You can see it starting to form, and it's come in with the slow. And there you go. You can see me holding it up. Hey, there I am. So, how incredible is this? Now, the test. Let's see if it goes over other colors. I don't want to run out halfway through, so I'm going to pour some more in it right now. Here we go. That should do it. All right. Here we go. Adjusting the back here. I don't have to pull it back as hard. Yeah, I think this is more in the vein of the AK Super Chrome. I think it's going to cover everything. And that said, it is just an incredible product. I mean, look at this. No base coat, guys. I didn't even have to put it on the black spoon. All right, let's go with this little Gunpla gun. This is out of the entry grade. And go around. I only wish they would make gold, as I'm working on that gold test right now. You guys are wondering where the gold test is. I'm waiting for another product to come in, which should be early next week. It will probably be the next video you see. Look at this. I mean, I'm blown away. Let me put it aside over here. I don't even know what else to try and spray it on for you guys. Let's try it on white. All right? While we're spraying, and there's some still in the cup, let's give it a shot. All right, rough looking. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, it doesn't matter the base at all. This is a little dusty. I should have dusted it off a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It goes over anything. Yeah, completely blown away. Hold on, put the cap on this baby. All right, we'll head back to the bench. We'll go over this, and then we're going to consider putting a clear coat on it and see if that takes away anything from it. But anyway, let's go back to the bench before we come back to the booth. All right, guys, here we are at the bench with the results. And quite impressive. Look at this stuff. This is just over a black spoon. I figured it would go over anything, so I just started grabbing anything. This is over the blue Gunpla piece. Impressive. Check this out. See if I can you can see it better against. And I think it goes on thinner than the AK, which was a little heavy. It was a little heavy for me. This a piece of dust. This it's thinner, but it covers in the same way. It just goes over anything. But I mean, look at the detail it left behind it. It left all the detail. Really impressed. I'm here to let you guys know what not to do with it, and don't put it in a dehydrator. During the week, I put a couple to speed dry it. Now these were just left to dry on their own. This wasn't, and you can see what happened. I put this in the dehydrator, and I lost the shine. Now I'll use this for candy coating or something else. You know, I did a few of them too, where I pretty much lost the shine. I mean, look at the difference. Right? Look at that. So, do not put it in the dehydrator. I even did 2 pieces of these to show you. Look at the difference. Oh, man. So, live and learn. Now, I don't know what it is. I tried to find out what it is. What kind of, is it an alcohol ink? I'm guessing an alcohol ink because I couldn't get it to clean out good until I put some isopropyl alcohol into the airbrush, and it seemed to clean it better than most things I tried. I guess my hot water trick would work too. And the fact that it says only put a acrylic on top of it. But for some reason, I can't figure out what the formula is of this ink. I'm calling it an ink because, you know, it fills a marker. If anybody knows the exact formula of what this is, please leave a comment below. Because I literally sat here for 2 hours before starting this video, read and looked up everything I could, and found nothing. There's on the back of here it says, check this out, material, polypropylene. That's the plastic they make the marker out of. It's not what the solvent is, or if it is a solvent, I just don't know what it is. There's no flame logo on it, which is usually a giveaway, and it doesn't smell at all. There's no smell at all with this. But while we're doing it, let's go ahead and check out the marker, and then we're going to go back and put a clear coat over it and wrap this up. Here is the marker. I got the thick one. There it is. It says right there, thick. And that means it probably has the chisel front. Yeah. Oh, out of focus here. There we go. So let me grab one of my black spoons. Hold on. Got another case of these arriving today. Black plastic spoons. They come in handy. All right, guys, let's get this out of the way. Look how great that looks. All right, let's go ahead and see. I think you got to get these started. Let's use the back of the spoon. You know where you got to push in the needle? There we go. All right, let's see. Now, if this is like my other chrome marker, even the Molotov, it doesn't go on chromy looking, but it dries that chrome look, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of this on, and we'll leave this sit while I'm going to try putting a clear coat. I'm just putting this anywhere on here just to load it up. Keep it flowing heavy here, because I know it likes to be airbrushed on heavy, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what that does. See how it's a little dull right now? But I'm almost positive this stuff dries to a chrome look. Alright, let's cap that and see what ends up looking like that. And this is good to do highlights, you know. A lot of the vents and stuff on these Gunpla kits. I can't have any of the distance here. You know, it's good for little highlights and stuff, particularly on car models. You know, get a little bolts and whatnot. You guys know how to use them. Alright, I am going to show you what we're going to use to clear it with. Now, I tried a bunch, and I only have so many acrylics here, and I came up with this micro gloss, and it's inexpensive. You spray it straight out of the jar. It is water-based, easy water cleanup, non-yellowing, and this is great. Yeah, I tried a bunch off camera, and I didn't get the results I was looking for, but this, let me show you what I got. As my chair creaks. All right, this is a chrome plastic knife. This side is straight out of the box. You ready for this? And this side has micro gloss on it. And look at that. So it held up, as far as this goes, it held up the shine. Here it is over, this is Mr. Clear Red over a chrome spoon with micro gloss on top. Look at, there's no difference. It looked like this before I started. This is all clad blue candy with micro gloss on top. It's smooth. It hardened really fast. I didn't put it in the dehydrator. It just ended up like this in like a half hour. So there you go. So of all the ones I tested, they come out dull looking like this. This is the only one I sprayed and ended up looking like the original. Now, over this, I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to find out in about 1 minute, because this is the one I chose to pick. This is the one I picked to spray over it. So we're going to put it straight in the airbrush. I'll go with a 0.5 to a 0.7. Maybe I'll use my Patriot. That's got the 0.5 in it. Now we're going to put it straight in. We're not going to thin it at all. And we'll take one of these spoons and we'll see what happens. All right. We'll go back to the booth and let's check this out. All right, guys, here we are back at the booth. I'm going to go with my Patriot, Extreme Patriot 105. Shake it up. I'm going to show it to you going over this chrome knife as well as the spoon we just painted a little while ago. All right, I'm going to show you. It's going to go straight out of the jar into the airbrush. There you go. Looks like all the other clears. Looks like the aqua gloss from All Clad. That probably would work good too. All right, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I'm going to go to a 20 psi. All right, which side of this am I going to paint or coat? Doesn't matter, I guess. See, it's all hazy now. But then you go in for the heavy coat. You're going to get that wet coat with this stuff. And there it is. All right, we'll let this level off. All right, oh, there we go. It's already leveling off, nice. All right. All right, here we go, over the actual painted chrome piece. Here we go. First coat. You got to go over it slow on that last coat. Personally, I don't like putting clear coats on my chrome. I never did. You'll always lose that chrome effect, even with the best method, you know. I mean, it's smooth. You can still see me. It's not bad. We'll compare it to the other spoon. All right. We'll let this dry for a minute. We'll head back to the booth. Let me clean this out. I'm going to use some hot water, my old hot water trick. And we'll wrap this up. See you back at the bench. All right, guys, here we are at the bench with the results. Here is the knife that I just painted, but you've seen that. This is what we're interested in, and that's what it did to the spoon. And it did dull it a bit. So no matter what, and I guess if you didn't see it here, you would say, wow, that is an awesome looking, you know, chrome. This is it in the dehydrator, dulled out completely, so it doesn't look that bad. But this is it without anything. So personally, this is the way to go. For durability, you gotta let this stuff dry days. I'm gonna let this spoon dry quite a bit. I'm gonna go a few days. I'll show it in my next video, early next week. Probably the gold video that I'm working on right now. And I'll check its durability. We'll hit it with the old fingernail hits, and we'll do all that. So we'll see how durable it is. Personally, I wouldn't touch it. I mean, look at the gun. It's just unbelievable, you know. So that it. Oh, sorry guys. That is my conclusion. Anyway, look at it without. It's just a beautiful chrome. Easy to use. No base required. It's fantastic. Here is the ink out of the marker directly on the black. It's not quite like it is airbrushed. Here it is on here. I've been practicing it. Can you see it? It's not quite, it doesn't come out chrome. It's nice and reflective. You can see it in person, but it doesn't have the same look. It's probably closer to this when it's coated than it is without a coating. I think its highlight of all is out of this bottle, straight in the airbrush, over any piece you got. It's fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about this. Well, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. All right, I sprayed it with my Evolution. I'll put a link below for this. Great airbrush for the fine metal, like all clads. It sprays them all great. This was for the clear coat, which unsung hero here. This is a wonderful clear coat, guys. Here it is right here. So you can almost see it's a little bluish. Let's see. Yeah, see it? It's like a little bit of that blue tint. All clad Aqua Gloss has that too. It just does. This looks better in person. I think the camera picks up a lot of that. But this is great. It's very inexpensive. They have a matte version. I'm going to be testing that too. But yeah, you just pour it in the airbrush and it went on. And usually the acrylic clears kind of run. You got to be very careful with them. Not this. It went on beautifully. To tell you the truth, it just went on. Yeah, that is it, guys. We'll wrap this up now. I'll put links below. I got this at USA Gundam store, but Mecha Warehouse also has them. Coming up soon is that gold test. Little sneak peek here. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm waiting for one more to come in that supposedly might be the best of all the things I've been testing. So I had to get it as part of the test. I just had to. So that should be in. Hopefully, it's only coming from a few states away. I think I should have it early next week. Everything else is just about done. So the second it comes in, I'll have the video ready. So that gold chrome video is coming up either next or the one after it. It will be this week. Also coming up, I'm going to be testing which of the ultra mattes are ultra matte. So I got this ultra matte from Vallejo. They only had this giant bottle. I hope it's good. I'll use it a lot. And this fairly recent release from AK, ultra matte varnish. This came highly recommended. So that is a test coming up. I got the, let's get this out of the way. I got the third box of the trilogy of the Vallejo Magic Dust. These are the color shifts, the shifters. There's Galaxy Dust, there's Space Dust, which I've done, and now Magic Dust. This is the last one in the test. So this will be coming up soon too. These are really, really great, easy to use color shift paints. Reasonably priced too. So yeah, that's it. That's a little bit of a sneak peek. And later in the week, I'll be having a multi-tool and accessory review. I got another 5 or 10 to go over. Some really cool stuff. And those videos have proven you guys like them a lot. So I have a lot of new tools to show off. So I'll be doing another one of those most likely this week too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already. And subscribe if you haven't already. That's big. We're approaching 60,000 now. I'm hoping we can get there before the end of the year. It's the channel has really turned up once we passed 50,000, and you guys have been terrific. I try to answer all your questions, and wonderful feedback from you guys, and I truly do appreciate it. And with that, I'll say have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you in a couple days, a few days, early next week. I'll have a video up. I'm not sure what it will be. If the gold comes in, I'll do the gold. If not, I'll do one more before the gold. And as you've seen, I got a few in the wings. Anyway, guys, once again, have a wonderful weekend. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.